update 5 well, I think 4 or 5 or even 6 at this point on Major Hurricane Ida. Currently with winds of under 50 miles per hour, a pressure of 929 millibars. I really think this is 155 miles per hour, given the fact that it's still deepening. It's actually intensified just a slight amount since the last update, which I believe we're going to be getting another update in short order, I guess. It is expected to generally weaken, and it has a chance at it's got a shot at reformation really far out. Although it seems far-fetched. I don't think this is going to reform. It's going to remain out to see. You can see this little thing. That's an invest. That was tagged once. I don't think it's tagged anymore. And, well, Ida has made landfall. That was as of noon. About noon, Central Daylight Time. So about almost 2 hours ago now. This is also update 1. Well, this is actually update 1 on, update 2 on Tropical Depression 10. Struggling to actually make it to tropical storm intensity with winds of 35 miles an hour and a pressure of 1,008 millibars, moving north at 12 miles per hour. It's dealing with shear, so it's really having a hard time getting its act together. And then we have update 1 on Tropical Storm Julian, which has formed. It's moving northeast at 17 miles per hour with winds of 50 miles an hour and a pressure of 997 millibars. Julian got named pretty recently ago, and it's actually supposed to go extratropical eventually. It's supposed to peak as a 65 mile an hour tropical storm now. I mentioned that this was Invest 97L, and that this was Invest 98L. This became TD10. This became TD11. TD11 became Julian. At this point, I am no longer covering Nora, unfortunately. I am no longer covering Nora. It seems as if Nora is not going to be a big threat to America, and I'm no longer going to be covering Nora. The Central Pacific is still doing Central Pacific things. It's been quiet. Don't know what's going on in the West Pacific. Monsoonal activity in the North Indian Ocean over the Bay of Bengal. That's usual for this time of year. It's monsoon season, although we are starting to get to be able to the second part of the season, so you never know. And the southern hemisphere it's in winter mode. It's actually kind of getting into spring mode now, so we could be seeing our next tropical cyclone within the next few months. Won't have any more data on anything else going on around the world, so no, I'm not going to be looking at the models. No, I'm not going to be looking at the wind field or the infrared, but yeah. Basically, what's happened is Ida's made landfall. I think its landfall was 155 miles an hour with a central pressure of 929 millibars. That's my analysis. It's gone sub 930 millibars twice. It's gone below that. And both times, I think it's been 155 miles an hour. This did not make landfall as a Category 5, thankfully. If this had continued deepening, we would be looking at a Category 5 on land right now. Potentially. And this is as of the 1 p.m. Central Daylight Time update. It is moving, it seems, at a snail's pace now. Hold on, I'm gonna go turn off the radar on the clouds. Either that or I'm gonna make it very opaque, so you can generally see consensus where it is. It's over marsh. And it appears this is storm surge damage, it seems. Over here, maybe. Now my Kindle refuses to work. Can you please, Kindle? Hello? Can we see? Hello? It doesn't want to show, so we're going to turn off the radar and the clouds. Kindle, please. I'm having technical difficulties. I'll be back with you in a moment. I can pause, so yeah, no need for InShot anymore, basically. Sorry if you can see my head. Sorry if it continued a little early. I had to pause it. I had some technical difficulties. We have the update out now on Ida. The 1 p.m. CTT update is, you can disregard that now. It is now weakening with winds of 145 miles per hour with a pressure of 933 millibars. I don't know why I was about to say mix up my millibars and miles per hour. It's still moving northwest at 12 miles an hour. That's general consensus. It's slowing down slightly. I don't know if the cone's shifted. It's not a full update, so the cone can't shift. But it now looks like we could get to see some major flooding in some of these areas. I did turn down the opacity of some of this stuff. Julian's still racing off as normal. This thing has not formed over here, and Nora is doing... I don't know what Nora's doing even anymore. And I don't even want to know. I had some technical difficulties with my Kindle. So, yeah. Basically what happened was my Kindle didn't want to respond. I had some technical difficulties, and those have seemed to have been fixed. But yeah. It made landfall. Where is this? Right here. This portion right here. It made landfall right here. What's this red box? We'll investigate some of this map stuff later. But where is this in Louisiana? I can't tell. It's south of Golden Meadow. And southwest-ish to Point Sulphur. South of New Orleans for sure. New Orleans, you're going to get grazed. This was almost worst case scenario. It made a run for Category 5. It has failed Category 5 intensity. But regardless of intensity now, it's made landfall. It's coming ashore, and it's going to bring with it major impacts. Hunker down if you're in this path, in the path of this thing, when it is still a hurricane. This could still cause you a lot of problems. We're going to see Ida getting retired about within next year. When they do the one thing where they do the name retirement and replacement, Ida is likely to get retired. Don't think Grace will. Ida will. Henry, no. Elsa has a chance. I don't think that it will, though. But Ida is likely to. It's now... I believe I uploaded a video early this morning. It's now 6... If you've missed that, it's now been 16 years since Hurricane Katrina made landfall in Mississippi. The biggest impacts were in Gulfport and Biloxi. This seems to have pulled an opposite Katrina, but it's not going to impact New Orleans as bad as we thought, it seems. That is the update on Ida, Tenau, and Julian. I'll see you on the next one. Sorry it's long. I know. I prolonged it with the technical difficulties and my Kindle went through, and then the fact that the update had to come out. Sorry. Cat's at the door.